Hey people, it is Wednesday, November the 24th. The time is 12:40 in the afternoon, and the temperature is 7 degrees Celsius. I'm here at the corner of Simcoe Street and Dundas Street West. It's looking east towards Dundas Square off in the distance. And for this one, I'll be walking south here along Simcoe Street. And on my way, make my way down to Front Street, and then I think I will head east to York Street and walk north along York Street through the financial district. And from there, I'm not exactly sure. We'll just play it by ear. I haven't planned out this walk in total. I rarely do that. I might have a vague idea, at least where I want to begin the walk, but I'm not always sure where I'm going to be ending the walk. And I haven't walked past here in a little while. Last time I walked past here, this development was barely at ground level. Now it's starting to rise above. It's going to be, I think, a couple of towers here. I think 39 stories or so will be the tallest one. Well, actually, it looks like 3 towers. This is sort of a sleepy side street, more or less. At least this part of Simcoe Street is. Further south, it does become more of a busy downtown street. On this stretch, it's mainly kind of housing or fronting onto the back sides of the buildings on University Avenue on one side and St. Patrick Street on the other side. But it does have a section up ahead that's mostly a pedestrian-only zone, which is fairly rare for a street in downtown. Of course, it's only a block, or not even a block long. And you can see towards the financial district over there. And this is the back of the Canada Life building. It's a beautiful old office building. The front side on University Avenue is a lot grander looking. We're coming up to Queen Street. believe that's the Campbell House. I think that dates back to the earlier half of the 19th century. It's a museum now. I'll just come and take a little look. I've never been, so I'm not exactly sure what there is to see in here. But I often see tour groups hanging around outside. So we'll continue our way south along Simcoe Street. You see the track work on this section of Queen Street looks like it's finished. Further up though, it's still a construction nightmare. Now, Simcoe Street gets its name from John Graves Simcoe. Who I believe is considered the founder of the city. Of course, Toronto, when it was founded, was not called Toronto, it was called York. So in keeping with that theme, that's why I thought I'd walk north up York Street. So here's Richmond Street. I think this is one of the first streets downtown to have protected bike lanes on both sides of the street. There's a very old historic building that was incorporated into the new Shangri-La Hotel and Residences. Although new, I mean it's been here for over 10 years now, but still new compared to the old building. I think that one dates from the early 19th century, 1830s or so. And this is Adelaide Street. Bird. Yeah, that was one really crossing there. Pearl Street, looking into the financial district, and in the other direction looking into the entertainment district. I think I hear Queen. I've been hearing Queen today on the radio quite a bit because I believe today is the 30th anniversary of the death of Freddie Mercury. It's hard to believe it's already been 30 years. So here's King Street. And here's the money shot of the CN Tower with Roy Thompson Hall. That's the concert hall there, home of the Toronto Symphony Orchestra. And there's a look west along King Street. This is St. Andrew's Church. I was kind of thought it looked like a castle. And you know, I never noticed that there's more Walk of Fame names here along this part of Simcoe Street. I did a walk along King Street in one of my previous videos looking at all the famous names, but I didn't know about this part. Looks like I missed some people. Diana Krall, Mario Lemieux, Jim Carrey. I missed Jim Carrey. This is where he is. Gordon Pinsent, Catherine O'Hara. These are fairly big names. Crossing Wellington Street. Man, this new office tower is flying up now. These steel frame construction office buildings tend to go up much faster than concrete towers do. And I believe this one will be 46 stories or so, over 240 meters. Despite all the talk of work from home becoming a permanent thing, office tower construction has not slowed down in the city of Toronto. There are a number of major office towers under construction presently. couple of GO trains passing one another. I love watching new skyscrapers go up. And I'm living in the right city for that, because there's more of them going up here than just about any other city in North America. So here's Front Street. I see they're reconstructing the old warehouse building. They tore down this old historic warehouse when they started building the new office tower, but they're reconstructing the facade of the building here, so it'll still retain that character in keeping with its neighbors. Let's look up University Avenue. And Simcoe Street is just right up ahead. Or I should say York Street. Simcoe Street is the street we walk down. York Street will be the street we're walking back up on. Can't seem to get my words straight today. That happens sometimes. There's the famous Royal York Hotel. And Union Station. So York Street does continue down all the way to the lakefront, to the Southcore neighborhood, which is on the other side of the rail corridor. I always thought that this new CIBC Square office tower looks awesome from this vantage point. And right next to it will be a twin, as I mentioned earlier about office tower construction. Those cranes you see there will be for another office tower, pretty much exactly like that one, only a little bit taller actually. And a nice display there. So now we're heading north along York Street. York being the original name of Toronto. And I think that was founded in 1793 or thereabouts. I might be off by 1 or 2 years there. Here's Wellington Street again, kind of crossing the streets we already crossed, just going in the other direction now. And here's the iconic Toronto Dominion Centre. This tallest tower here in the Toronto Dominion Centre complex was completed in 1967, and it was the first skyscraper in the city to surpass 200 meters. And it's about 56 stories in height. When it first was built, it stood out like a sore thumb. It kind of looked like the monolith in 2001 compared to all the other buildings around it. I believe the second tallest building at that time was the old Commerce Court North Art Deco Tower, which was completed in 1930 or 31. And it looked puny all of a sudden compared to the TD Center Tower. And now in photos of the Toronto skyline now, you can barely even see the old Commerce Court North office tower. It's completely overwhelmed and hidden by most of the big office towers that have sprung up around it. It's still a magnificent building, one of my favorite skyscrapers downtown. It's just too bad you can't see it anymore unless you get right up next to it. We might catch a glimpse of it as we cross King Street.
No more.
Here we're back at King Street. There's First Canadian Place, the current tallest office building in the city. The current tallest building in the city, actually, other than the CN Tower. It will soon lose its title, though, to two new residential towers that are rising up. So it had a good run. I believe First Canadian Place was completed in 1975. And there you can see the old Commerce Court North skyscraper, that old stone tower.
Yeah.
And right beside it is Commerce Court West. And here's Adelaide Street again.
Bien firmes, Dios quiere que sea un 5 años bien duro para los.
Here's the Financial District keg location. It's not as nice as the keg in the historic mansion on Jarvis Street, but I imagine the food is the same. And Richmond Street. So we're just about at the end of York Street. It terminates here at Queen Street. So I think I will wrap things up. You can see my battery is going into the red now. So hope you enjoyed my walk south along Simcoe Street from Dundas down to Front, and then east along Front Street to York, and then north along York Street through the Financial District, ending here at Queen Street West in front of Osgoode Hall. So leave a comment below if you enjoyed, and like and share. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, then go ahead and do so. And be sure to hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos. And if you'd like to support the channel, there are links in the description where you can do so via PayPal and via my merch store. So thanks for watching, and be sure to keep checking back because, as always, I will continue. Now what the heck? More bloody tracks here. This is at Dundas St Church. So this is going in the opposite direction of the tracks I saw going west down Dundas Street. These ones are going east down Dundas Street. This is very, very curious. So this is in my neighborhood now. Yeah, I can see they're still going. This is downtown east. Who knows what the deal is with this? These tracks seem to extend all over the downtown area.